Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Today we're going to take a look at the newest DOKKANFEST exclusive, Android 16. We are, here knocking out a lot of characters this year who have not had, like, major premium characters. We finally get Baby's DOKKANFEST, Mercenary Tao got a DOKKANFEST, now Android 16 has also got a DOKKANFEST. This, of course, is going to be the 55% video. You guys know we like to do 55% link level 1 here. Kind of my... what these videos are is kind of like my first time using the character. I think Android 16 will be a reasonable character at 55%. But, I mean, here's the thing. Android 16... Maybe I'm crazy, but I look at him, and first and foremost, I see a defensive support type character that could do impressive damage on his active skill God turn. That's kind of like my view of this Android 16. So because he's, more of like a defensive character, with guard and damage reduction, he's gonna want to be tanking, right? Like his, let's give him the Stickerooski right here. I think this guy's sticker looks really good because it just kind of makes it look like he's about to fire off his rocket punch. So it's a really nice sticker. I like that one quite a bit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, we'll test this out. 55% link level 1 Android 16. How effective is he going to be with this Android team? I'm honestly, I'm not really too sure. I do think we're probably going to lose pretty much every run we do with the Android team, but maybe these boys are really good and can prove me wrong. All right, guys, the moment of truth. I have not looked. How bad is this friend list going to be for us, dude? Oh, wow. That bad, huh? So here's the friend list for Android 16. This does make me a tad concerned. Chat, hold on 2 seconds. We're going to go right into the Goku Black and Zamasu fight. But, I mean, I knew this would be bad. I didn't quite think it was going to be this bad. Is there... No. Okay. This... I don't know if... Alright, chat. I'm gonna pause. I would love to go into the Goku Black and Zamasu fight. But, I can't. Like, if you guys know how that fight is. You load in, and it's just like, boom, you're just done. Like, if we get bad rotations. Like, I need to do a showcase for 16. I guess I could go to Twitter and ask people if they could have Android 16 on the friends list. I mean, I knew this would be a problem, but surely people use them in some events. I just need to find, there must be Japanese players who have played the game and used them somewhere in some of these events. I just have to find maybe what stage. So unfortunately we can't go to the stages I would like to go to. I mean, we could do one run, but again, you guys know we could load in and just no. So what I'm looking for, yeah, here we go. Boom. Okay. So, but this is very bad. This is the Broly fight, which has dodge canceling, which really hurts both Hellfighter 17 and STR 17. The Broly fight, because what I'm looking for is like a dev friend, a shadow friend. So that's something we could, use several times. Maybe here, the Kale and Khalifa fight. Yes. Okay. This is perfect. So we could go into the Kale and Khalifa fight, chat. And we'll test this out. Yeah, let's do this. Wow, okay. Phew. At least this is kind of like a little bit of a meta-relevant video. Like, I've done this in some of our long videos before. Our HP, oh my god. 670k? Well, I mean, we have 255% units, yeah, but wow, dude, okay. Alright guys, so we're coming in. We have an Android 16 on each rotation. We started out with Hellfighter 17 right next to us. So again, I'm using Android 17 at 55% here in Android 16's 55% video. Since the point of this video is Android 16 at 55%, I felt like it was appropriate to use Android 17 also at 55%. Obviously, I could rainbow him, but I think that would be against the spirit of what this video is. Android 17 is a must. You cannot run Android 16's team without this guy. One of the big factors of Android 16, let's go back over to Android 16. A lot of the money we're going to make with this team is going to function around his unit super attack right here. The triple annihilation. We could see his main super attack effect is exactly the same. The 50% attack and defense for 4 turns, which is great. But this 50% defense for allies for 2 turns outside besides Android 16. This is essential to making this team work. The Android team is not good enough. So we must, absolutely must, at all costs have this up. And Android 17 does have a similar thing he's doing as well. So it's like these two will work in conjunction to raise the overall power of the rest of the team, right? But there's many issues. We don't have a huge LR base for this team, which means HP is low. I do think the tech androids can help with this, 17 and 18, because they're going to have high stats, right, as EZA characters. Hellfighter 17 member is also free to play, so his HP only being 13,000 is not great. All right, chat. Let's go. It's going to be a rough celebration for us, unfortunately, though. Oh, brother. Okay. All right. So, Android 16, right? He's very, very tanky in slot 1. He's going to be able to just... Damn it. He took 173k right there? 173k. Okay. That's, it's a lot more than I would have liked to have seen, chat. Now, remember, he's going to be much stronger on his next rotation, because on his next... Each one of those super attacks gave him 50% stats for 4 turns. But, I mean, that's still... Wow. I mean, this is a pitiful boss, right? Like, this is not... So, I mean, this team literally can't do it if 16 himself is taking damage like that. Now, he's going to be weaker turn 1, but guess what? Life we live. Turn 1 is all that matters. Yeah, wow, chat. This is really fucking bad, dude. Kale and Khalifa, they're supering for 3.4. Bro. I mean, I don't... You guys don't need me to... The tanking we just saw from him is unacceptable. It's literally unacceptable. Now, Android characters do... okay, so this friend 16 is link level 5. We also would have both Android 16 and Android 17's 2-turn supports up, which will help us. But, I mean, the tanking we saw from my Android 16 last turn, it was literally unacceptable. I can't... It's not going to work. Like, it's... like, we could go into, you know, 2024 stages and do fine. Or, like, 10th anniversary red zones, which are not really too tough either. But this is a major concern, guys. Yeah, they've... It's actually very surprising to me. I've never known Dokkan to drop an easier skip ever than what they just did. There's never been an easier skip, literally ever, than Android 16. Because he can only really be used on his team. I do think this guy is good, right? Like, he's a good character. And I think that Bandana Android 17 is a great character, too. But, I mean, this is just... We're in way over our head. We're drowning. Like, every second that we're using this team, unfortunately. Damage is going to be low. Our HP is going to be low. Although, if 17 and 16 were both rainbowed, we would be over 700k HP. But, I mean, you know, you run some of these Pure Saiyan setups and we could be close to 1,000,000 HP. It does make a significant difference when bosses are locking AoEs, sealing, bomb mechanics. You guys know, I'll just go down the list of all these nasty mechanics that these bosses can have. So, I don't think that the Android team will be fixed, air quotations, just off of EZA Tech Android 16 and 18, or EZA Tech 17, 18, EZA Android 16 and 18, EZA Dr. Zhro and Android 19. I don't think that these EZAs will be enough. This team, what this team is lacking is a GDC LR. This team needs LR Omega Shenron. Drop down to... Android version of LR Omega Shenron is what this team needs. And, I mean, that's... The Christmas Carnival could be that, but my guess is that's going to be a... Saiyan. It's going to be a Saiyan. Now, last turn, we ran Android 16 in slot 1. Here's another problem. This is what's going to hurt against locking. As the first attacker in the turn, we had 60% damage reduction, additional to the 70% chance to be a super. He triggers this support, which is huge, after he gets hit, right? So for the rest of the rotation there. Now, here's what he gets as the second or third attacker in the turn. So his support's not going to be there, but there's no targets in slot 1 either. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and put Android 16 in slot 2 right here, and we'll see him with this ability up. Okay. Keep in mind, we can also do this. I'll probably try and do a fight against Blue Goku and Vegeta, and we can, you know, utilize that ability right there. All right, chat. So let's do this. We can put 17 in slot 1, so he'll be able to get a little bit of, you know, support from a super attack effect. There's 16's battle motion, which is literally only his hair. Oh, by the way, keep in mind that Cell has a tournament participant domain that's activated. But remember, this Android 17 is not on tournament participant, since this is before the tournament started. And Android 16 is also not on tournament participant, since this is before the Cell games started. So neither of them are getting the support from Cell's domain. So it's the Android team, unfortunately, didn't really have much forward thinking to it. Besides Hellfighter 17's World Tournament EZA, which I think he's for a free-to-play character, he's pretty good. And then LR Super 17, I felt like LR Super 17 would be much improved on this team, but I have seen some worrying screenshots and stuff. I mean, again, it's hard to take. I take everything I see that's not my own gameplay with at least a minor grain of salt, unless I really trust the player, right? But I've seen some worrying clips and screenshots of Super 17. And if Super 17 can't be relied upon, which it looks like that might be the reality, then we're in big trouble, right? Yeah, so, okay. With 16 and 17 at 55%, I don't know that we would even have a chance against Goku Black and Zamasu. Right now, my plan is we'll probably do this run, and then we'll do a run where we go fight a Goku enemy, and then we'll probably finish up the 55% video. After that, I might go to Twitter and just plead. Like, the only thing is that, like, I would really... It's to anyone who already has pulled Android 16. I'm going to write that in my tweet, too. Do not summon for Android 16 to get on my friends list. But if you already have him, please add me. This is probably how I'll write it. So right here, we could run 16 in slot 1. Here's what he's looking like. Here, of course, is LR Super 17. We got Hellfighter 17 right there. Again, remember, Hellfighter 17, I think, is going to be pretty good. LR Super 17 will be solid, but I guess one thing I should consider about LR Super 17 is I'm probably used to seeing him, like, with Omega's support and Omega's extra damage reduction for GT bosses or something, and we don't have that. Look at these, like, 18 million attack stats 16 is thrown out, guys. They're just dodging everything. Okay. Yeah, these 18 million attack stats. I mean, you guys don't need me to tell you all that it's not gonna cut it too much. Okay. I don't know how well we're gonna do once we get to killing Khalifa at the end. We are gonna have Cells revive, STR Cells revive later on, which certainly could help us. But all right, yeah, let's just keep going. Hopefully things are gonna go well for us. So. It's turn 5. We now have access to Android 16's active skill. If we jump on over again. Right here. Here's his active, the Hell Flash. He masters his attack temporarily, ultimate damage, and does an attack break. That attack break could be very valuable. Now, here's the thing with 16. If we put him in slot 3 or slot 2, like these abilities will trigger when we use the active skill with him in that slot. So we could use the active skill in slot 3. We obtain these abilities. And then we could put him in slot 1, and then he has all of this active at the same time. That's the god turn we would be able to get. We're going to want to, of course, save that, though, for when we're fighting the, physical LR Kalen Khalifa, but we do have the capability of doing this once we have access to his active skill, which is turn 5, start of the battle. Not the worst ever, but in these GDC... Well, here's the thing. The Android team doesn't have damage, so we will always see turn 5 in these GDC fights, right? Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, as well as Goku Black and Zamasu, right? But if we're fighting a Goku or a Cell, there is the Blues GDC fight. We could do this turn 1, which definitely can be helpful here. Alright guys, let's keep going here. Again, we'll save the active skill for a little bit later, once we're fighting the big phase here. Now remember, I believe this, I think this phase, Kale and Khalifa, I think they're a little bit weaker here. It's weird, but they actually hit less hard, but I think they are critting now. Yeah, they crit when they attack. So here's what 16 stats look like. Alright, let's see. See how we do. So remember, the crit, I think an easy way to think of this is it does ignore our guard. Okay, dude. Alright, they seal right there, too. So that'll weaken us for several turns, too. I guess we come back to this rotation next time. I guess we could go with 17 in slot 1. Remember, our first time with 17 in slot 1, he is going to have 100% dodge. But it's a one-time only thing, right? Ah, bro. I mean, look at. I mean, they sealed 16 to be fair, but like, look at this damage. This is just pitiful. And it's not like there's not like some. Let me pull up the Android team here. There's not like some demon like, oh yeah, but you're forgetting this character. Like, it just doesn't exist, right? Like, we jump over. Here's the Android team. It's just like. It's not like we got nothing, right? Like Cell Max a year ago, like, but I mean, I say a year ago, but that's, 17 months ago, Cell Max would have been a thing. Gamma's the same thing. Like, there's nothing. We like it's, and we really could use like this character being good right now would be so, dude, would be so helpful, right? Because also they're a major LR, 26,000 HP, right? We need that so much more than Hellfighter 17 with his 13,000 HP. I think that's another like major concern, right? All right, so we could pop Cells active. I mean, sure, let's just play it, whatever. All right, so we got Cell ready to go. I would really rather not get sealed again with 16, but I mean, it's not. We don't have the unit super attack available for us anyway. I guess we'll just put 16 in slot 1 again. Again, his stats. Here's the other thing too. Think about how susceptible this team is to a sealing boss, right? Because if we go up against a ceiling boss, that will keep, 16 or maybe 17 from being able to do his 2-turn support. Next turn, we're definitely going to use up our guaranteed dodge with 17. We're going to use it up next turn. 129k right there, okay. Bro, what are we going to finish this fight on turn 20? This is crazy, dude. Okay. All right, well, we'll come back for 16 then. All right, guys, here on our next turn. Again, let's go. We're going to go with 17 in slot 1. Dude, we're getting disintegrated, too, just via them damaging at the start of turn. We're going to have to use up... I need same type words for healing here. I mean, are we going to use up Perfect Cell's Rage Mode next turn? So remember, 17 has 100% dodge here. This is 100%. One time... we could put him in slot 1, and he gets his 100% dodge. Yeah, wow. This, in terms of team, this is definitely the worst team we've used. I mean, since at least STR Cell. STR Cell's team was very iffy as well. All right, now as soon as we get through this phase, we will go ahead and start rocking the 16 God turns. Remember, our strategy is going to be to kill Kale first, because Kale is a crit super boss. All right, here's Hellfighter 17. Remember, Hellfighter 17 is giving support too. Really nice amounts of support. So, all right, so now Cell's going to go perfect here. We could use his rage mode. I think I'll save it. Yeah, we lose that too. I think we'll save the rage mode. Look at our health, dude. It's crazy. I'm going to get Super 17 in slot 1. I'm just going to heal up. I'm going to save Cell's rage mode. I mean, we're going to benefit much more from, I think, holding on to that, really, than using it. AGL Cell might be able to kill them. He could do reasonable damage, but a huge issue with this team, too. This is with Cell in general. Towards, with the regular androids. Cell's links don't work well with the regular androids at all. So, like, Cell is not going to have his really powerful links. You know, big bad bosses, things like that. And that will hurt us. Oh, if we kill on this turn, which I think we're going to, we'll have the Dokkan attack available for us next turn with Hell Flash Android 16. Chat, this is looking really good. And I think after we finish this run, we'll just head over to the Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta. And we'll test out, you know, Android 16 doing the Hell Flash on turn 1. All right, 31 million for Cell. Cell's got a couple of attacks coming. He can finish them off right here. No crit, unfortunately. He doesn't have a couple of attacks coming? Okay. Sure he doesn't. So, what happened there, bud? Did we just miss a proc? Okay. That sucks. Alright, yeah, chat, I'm not really too sure what I'll do here. I think I'll do this. STR Cell's probably not gonna die anyway, but I'm just gonna... the thing is, I don't want to risk us losing by putting 17 in slot 1. And I also don't want to not get the 2-turn stack if possible. I mean, if this kills and Cell gets his buffs now, sure. It does as well. Whew, this is all of a sudden turning into kind of a disaster, okay. Alright guys, we're coming back in. Sorry, my phone died during the Cell revive animation. I'll just bring us back right here. Where is this gonna... This is gonna spit us out on the next turn, right? No, we're just gonna go through the whole thing again. Okay. I mean, we started Cell's animation. We might as well just go ahead and get it in. Alright, we need to hurry up and get to this last phase here. We do have Super 17's active skill. Considering they use their Super and then we revived, yeah, it is the next turn, so they're probably just going to do it again, huh? Whatever, let's just get 16 in slot 1, and let's see how this is going to go right here. Let's just get to this last phase, man. Let's drop the Hell Flash, and let's see what happens here. Alright, so there we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. So, alright, what's 16 at? 21 million right there? Sure. I'm not even going to hit the Dokkan attack, whatever. Alright, so next turn we are going to have the two Cells together. So they're both going to be looking a little bit more impressive. We obviously don't have 16's good super attack right there, though. Unfortunately, without, you know, Android 17 on rotation. Alright, now remember, our primary focus here is to eliminate Kale. We should definitely use the Hell Flash here. There's no reason to not do this. Alright, so remember, by doing this in slot 3, we are going to activate 16's entire passive. Again, just what I showed us right here. All of this is going to be activated by using the active in slot 3 and then placing him in slot 1 afterwards. So let's just go ahead and do this, and let's go ahead and pop the Hell Flash. Again, we're going to be targeting Kale. We get rid of Kale, we should be okay. All right, we dropped 32 million right there. Again, that is Link level 1, you know, 55%. I'll leave STR Cell on rotation. Now that he's revived and used his active skill and stuff, his survivability should be quite high. STR Cell. It's very difficult to kill, especially if we're going to rock him in, like, slot 2. It's very difficult to kill this iteration of STR Cell. Once he's kind of, like, built up and stuff, he is, like, really ready to go here. Okay, sure. So here's 16 with his increased damage. I mean, we don't really have a ton of support on this rotation or anything like that, so the 16 on the next rotation, he'll be able to do quite a bit more damage. We do get the triple super right there. That's beautiful. Okay, good. Again, we want to just try and finish Kale off quickly here. Not have to deal with her nonsense, because remember, she's the crit super boss. We get rid of Kale, and we should be good. And then after we finish this run, I think I'm just going to quickly jump into the GDC, because we've only got the one Android 16 we could run on the friends list. So we'll just head on over to that GDC Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta fight, and we'll have Android 16, you know, do his active skill turn 1, just kind of get that on wax, so to speak, and then we can finish up. So, yeah, I mean, Android 16 at 55%, I mean, not to be too dramatic, but I feel like him and his team are pathetic. I don't, nothing about this is something I think anyone should even think about targeting, summoning on, using. Remember, 16 can't really be used on other teams or other situations. It's just simply this team. So I would really advise. Nice, good turn by AJL Cell right there. Beautiful. So it looks like we'll be able to kill Kale pretty quickly here before she even starts any type of nonsense, right? Yeah, this is beautiful. All right, here's Caulifla right here. I think AGL Cell should be good. We do still have his guard up, right? This is his second turn. We dodge it anyway. Perfect. Android 16 is the focal point of the video, so we'll go ahead and we'll put the Hell Flash up. There's Kale super in. Yep, double super in. We'll do the Hell Flash, and we will also do Android Super 17's active skill. We'll knock both these out. Actually, let's go ahead and get Super 17's first. Yeah, quite a bit better when we are next to 17 with support. 17, of course, has got a lot of his links activated. So here's what 16 is going to look right here. Again, we're going to have everything he's got activated. Yeah, this is perfect, and we'll go ahead and annihilate Kale. So now all we have to deal with is Caulifla for the rest of this fight. This is perfect. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be able to get a W right here. That's good. Took quite a long time. I mean, we're on turn 12, chat. This is turn 12. 39,000,016 is that right there. Okay. So here's our unit super. This, of course, is going to make our characters, you know, tankier. I do love that, the unit super attack, right? All right, there's 16 up to 43 million. Remember, he is going to get his stacks for a couple of turns as well. Triple right here. Nice, dude. Back-to-back triple supers by the 16s is beautiful. All right, once we've taken Kale out, I think our chances to win are very high. Okay, nice. Yeah, there we go. There's a fourth attack right there. So that's 16. That's him getting an additional as the first attacker in the turn. The additional is a 70% chance to be a super. And then he also had his guaranteed additional super as the second or third attacker in the turn, right? So we got 4 super attacks up right there. No damage. Oh, we didn't dodge, but we're good. All right, here's Super 17. He's got true type advantage, so he should be able to put some good damage down on Caulifla. From this point, I think we should be good. I don't think Caulifla will be able to take us down unless she kills, like, Hellfighter 17. But remember, the thing is, when we're going on, you know, turn 12 plus, because it's taken us so long to put killing Caulifla away, eventually we could be looking into some trouble. I'm going to put SDR Cell back there. I'm very confident SDR Cell can tank easily, even with no big bad bosses and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, dude, look at his stats, right? Like, pretty crazy. SDR Cell, once we've got his active up, once we've got his revive up, all that stuff. Plus, that's going to give Cell more support right there. That support from Android 16. All right. Oh, brother. Okay. I think we might make this the last rotation right here, because now it's just going to be a very, very slow, like, process of finishing Caulifla out, I think, with this team. Because she's got that damage threshold, a lot of our characters are just going to be doing 0. So this is going to take us a little bit here. So maybe let's just come back. I'll come back if we do win, if we do, like, kind of, like, finish this off. I think we'll get this next Android 16's attack, and then we'll finish up. And then I do at least just want to use the Hell Flash on turn 1 in that blue Goku and blue Vegeta fight, and we'll kind of be good from there, right? So, yeah, Cell's doing his thing. Unfortunately, we're not doing very much damage to Caulifla. Kind of unfortunate, but... yeah, 0, 0, 0, 0. How good. Cell should be in no danger right here against Caulifla's super. This should be nothing to him. It takes a real... oh, we dodge it anyway. Hit him potential system, dodge it anyway. It takes a really scary boss to kill. Alright, I'll let 17 go right there. Hopefully he will dodge, but, I mean, this is going to take forever to finish Caulifla off, right? It's going to take forever. Alright, let's see what 16 gets right here. What type of stats? And then he gets hit, and then he gives us support, which is good. Okay. Alright, 16. Where are we at right here? And he gives us 26 million. So here's 55% 16. By this point, we've kind of like covered all the nuances of it. Again, we'll just get him doing that active skill turn 1, which we could do against a Goku or a Cell. And then I think we can finish up after that. So let me know what you guys are thinking about 55% Android 16. Alright guys, coming back, here was the completed run. Let's just get that Hell Flash turn 1 now. Alright guys, so we got the perfect rotation for this. This is exactly what we're looking for right here. So because we're going up against a Goku, we could just go ahead and drop this Hell Flash right away. Okay, unfortunately, Blue Vegeta is going to be right there, and he is going to be able to get us with that stunning super. We're definitely going to want to make sure he can't stun us, right? We could... wait, let me see. Blue Vegeta, right? It's just 2 attacks. So Blue Goku, 1 by Vegeta, 1 by Vegeta. If we double Hell Flash Vegeta, we will attack break his stunning super attack right here. So we'll put both of these in slot 3 to get the guaranteed crit on his active. Yep. And these will both attack break Vegeta, so we can get to finishing Vegeta off very quickly here, which will be good. Yeah, nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good damage right there. All right, let's put my 16 is the one that's 55% link level 1, so he's the major main showcase character that we're working on with this. So let's do that. Let's hit this. And let's see what 16 looks like turn 1. So here's my 16. Here's the friend 16. The friend 16 definitely a little bit stronger, but the friend 16, remember, he's 79% link level 10. So you see there's a massive... these Android links, like Android Assault and stuff, the buffs from these links at link level 10 are absolutely massive. It's huge stat increases we would get for these links. So these Android characters that are able to link together with these Android links, it is a pretty big deal. 37 million 16 gets up to turn 1. Okay, sure. Nice, nice, nice. So we'll be able to mostly disintegrate Blue Vegeta right away. That's good. That's good. All right, what's our next rotation? I guess we could maybe just sack SDR Cell. Could be what we could do here. Yeah, great first turn. Look at this. Vegeta is tortured immediately. And then we'll be able to get some more attack support right here for 16. We got the second super. Nice. This is more support for 16. And we are looking really good to go. Yeah, beautiful, chat. Beautiful. $51. So remember, this is a 79% 16 right here, right? So he does have 2 dupes in him and Link level 10, so his stats obviously much, much higher. So yeah, there we go. There is 55% Android 16. Let me know what you guys think of Android 16 and the Android team. I mean, certainly we definitely can win. At this GDC fight, our team is a good match for, right? I think we probably should be able to finish this Blue Goku before he would kill us. Because the thing is, I'll do this. I'll do this and maybe try and sack Cell right away. The thing about this Blue Goku is he does get major damage increase on turn 3, but he also gets a lot of damage if Vegeta's around. So, no super right away? God damn it. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Here was Android 16. Alright guys, so there was Android 16 at 55%. I don't know. If there was like another setup we could utilize him on, maybe, but that did, for the most part, I think, feel pretty bad. So this is Response to Emergencies, Android 16. Leader skills, Android or uncontrollable power, category key 3, 200% HP, and 170% attack and defense. Then he gets an extra 50% stats for characters who are on Android to Cell Saga, Mission Execution, or Artificial Life Form. So unfortunately, 17 doesn't count there. We don't really have really crazy major LR presence on this category, or on this team, which does hurt us with HP. It's just generally a very weak team. 16's passive skill is Android's unique power. He'll activate his intro if there's another Android ally on the team, and he gets permanent guard, and then permanent all allies get 16% defense, which is pretty good right there. At the start of turn, he gets 3 key, 260% attack and defense. He gives all allies 60% defense, and then Android or uncontrollable power category allies get 60% attack. When attacking, 16 gets 260% attack. When he gets hit, he gets 160% defense. As the first attacker in the turn, 16 gets 60% damage reduction. An additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. And then all allies get 30% defense. And then Android and uncontrollable power allies get 30% attack after 16 gets hit when he's in slot 1. As the second or third attacker in the turn, 16 gets 160% defense and a guaranteed additional super when attacking. As the third attacker in the turn, 16 gets 160% attack and guaranteed crits when attacking. And then if there's an enemy whose name includes Goku or Cell, or 5th turn from the start of battle, 16 gets 160% attack, and then he gets one time only another 160% attack when attacking as the third attacker in the turn. Remember, in conjunction with the active skill Hell Flash, we can have this entire section up at once, which does make him quite good, right? When he's on the God turn, Hell Flash active skill turn, he's as good as one of the GDC LRs for sure. Then his active skill Hell Flash here, he could do this if there is a Goku or Cell or 5th turn from the start of battle. He massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage to the enemy, and then does an attack break, which is very helpful for sure. 12 key multiplier, 150%. His super attacks, his regular super is the Rocket Punch. He gets 50% attack and defense for 4 turns, and then does immense damage to the enemy. Then his unit super attack, we could do this if there's an Android 17 or Android 18 attacking in the same turn. And I should mention this right now, at this exact moment, really it's only this new 17. The rest of the 18s and 17s are just flat out not good enough. Remember, this 18 is a tournament participant support type character, which the 17 is not on. There's just very little thought, very little synergy to making this a team at this exact moment, right? So if he does have 17 or 18 in the turn, he gets 50% attack and defense for 4 turns, immense damage to the enemy, and then the allies get 50% defense for 2 turns. So the point of this Android team is you have 16 who's doing this, right? You know, he has his intro up right there. He's massively getting support with these two and with this. And, you know, it's assuming you also have 17, who's giving 2-turn support right there, and then all of his support in here as well. But that's all well and good, but you know, if we had some stronger characters on the team to really benefit from that, sure, but we don't really. His link set is Android Assault, Mechanical Menaces, Gentleman, Tough as Nails, Infinite Energy, Solid Support, and Fierce Battle. So there we go. Here's his best linking partners. A lot of basically different Android characters. Unfortunately, of this entire thing, 17's the only relevant character. This character looks like they will EZA upcoming, but, you know, we'll see once it's confirmed. This character could potentially help out quite a bit, and they would trigger the unit super attack as well. We need more characters to trigger the unit super attack, because one major problem of this team right now is, only a set, the 16, that has Android 17 on rotation, is even getting the unit super attack buffs. So right now the team is just not complete, not ready to go. Finally, for Angel Android 16 right here, he is on a couple of category teams. Not very many for him, unfortunately. So here he does have the Android category team. It just quite honestly needs a lot to go in order to be a super relevant team. Then 16 is also on the Uncontrollable Power category team right there. Okay. Android 16 is on the Android/Cell Saga, which does generally seem to be the theme of the celebration going on here. Then 16 is also on the Mission Execution category team. This is really the only other relevant team he's on Tao's team, but unfortunately 16 is only on a 170% leader skill there, not the 220, so that's rough. Then 16 is also on the Artificial Lifeform team. So, you know, more buffs for that is good. 16 is also on the Target Goku category team. Okay. And then finally, 16 is on the Savior category team. That's always good with how few characters we get on this team. So, there we go, guys. There's 55% Android 16. I mean, between no friends, I don't know. It's just rough. I mean, we'll rainbow him, link level 10 him, and see how it's going to go, but I would not advise summoning for this guy at all.